Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. They keep moving earnings on NMM. I'm starting to get kind of pissed. They keep moving earnings on NMM. We have a really good guest today. You've seen him a couple times. We have a really good guest today. You've seen him a couple times. We have a really good guest today. You've seen him a couple times. We have a really good guest. How are we doing? Let me know. You guys get all excited about the little pop we had yesterday? Tesla 20%. It's kind of crazy. This is the pre-show, as you know. So let me know what tickers you're looking at, and we'll look at them together. I need to adjust my sound settings really quick. Oh, whoa. Oh, hey. So Trading Grounds, Brad's son, woke up a little early this morning, so we weren't sure if he was going to be able to join us, but looks like he's back to sleep. Good news, man. Hey, David. ENVB. Hey, Miles. Ramon. My man. With the Pepe. The Pepe avatar. Laura, how are you? Okay, so ENVB. Wait, why does this sound familiar? Okay. Looks like I might have found support. I'm looking at the daily chart right now. Looks like it might have found support. I'll be looking for a crossover. This blue line is our 50-day. Be looking for a cross above the 50-day to get into bullish territory. I don't see any upcoming events. Looks like TradingView might not have data for ENVB. Not sure if there's going to be a catalyst for anything spiky. But boy, it got down to oversold territory, but looks like that train has gone on to the next station. We're curving up. Let's take a look at the hour. Woo! Hey now, ENVB. Definitely oversold on the hour. Had a nice buy signal around 15 o'clock on March 5th on the MACD. So here's what I have to say about ENVB. Let's look for some consolidation, right? The bigger the bottom, the bigger the pop. So if you like this stock, if there's an upcoming catalyst, I could be completely off. You can look at this as something that might just have like a huge spike. If so, let me know which chat room you're in. I'd like to join it when everyone goes in on the stock and drives that price up. But in the meantime, this could be just a value investment. Laura, it's okay. I don't really comprehend charts either. I just kind of click buttons and act like I do. This could be a value investment. If you know the company, you like the management, you like their unique value proposition in the cannabis space, watch those fundamentals on this, and you could be getting it at a killer price. From a technical perspective, my bias is toward waiting for a period of consolidation. And I'll show you an example of what I mean, actually. So we want to see it just trade sideways for a little bit. The longer it does that, the more potential it has to really pop, barring any like phenomena, any big things that happen. I think I made up a word, phenomena. Let me know if that's a word or not. Can you guys let me know? I'm trying to do this thing so that, hey, Seth, can you guys let me know if you guys can hear the music in the background? We keep trying to do this thing where we have some gentle elevator tunes in the background to fill the dead air. So I'd love it if you guys could just let me know if it's working. So that's ENVB, but the one I want to compare this to is Tesla. Let's go back in time. Obviously, they're in completely different spaces, so they're going to behave differently. But you look at Tesla, and watch like old interviews with people that have been bulls on Tesla. Kathy Wood in particular. Not hearing any music, unacceptable. Hold on one second. I'm going to crank it really loud. Let me know if you can hear it. Did that work? Sounds of silence. Oh, you saw my tweet about banks. Yeah, I don't want to get slam tracing anything either. There's a golden cross, which is when the 50-day crosses the 200-day on banks. Good Lord, are you serious? Hold on, add to stream. Maybe this is why. Let's try this one more time. Oh, you could hear it. Yeah. All right, now we're cooking. You guys recognize that tune? Yeah, that's right, Laura. So the bigger the base, the bigger the, you know what I mean? So when you're looking at ENVB, I'll go back to it. It looks like ENVB is trying to find support. I'll delete my drawings. Looks like it's trying to find support and consolidate. Hey, 13. Good to have you as always. It just wouldn't be a show unless we had 13. Everyone say hi, 13. It's the Roman numeral XIII. I think probably one of the most long. What's the word I'm looking for? The OG of Benzinga live streams. 13. I think you've been watching Pre-Market Prep, which is our longest running program, for quite a while. So big shout out to 13. Also, 13, it helped with the soundboard that crazy ass Hot Stocks Luke's Jacoby uses, and he helped me get these sounds going. Hey James, morning man, good to have you. All right, guys. Morning Rat Pack to my rats that are here. Good to have you as always. We're in the pre-show, guys. What stocks are you interested in? We can look at the general market. We can talk about the QQQ situation. You know, are we bears? Are we bulls? Or are we something greater? Have we ascended beyond bears and bulls to a smaller rodent type creature? Oh yeah, no costume. Tiny Pie asks, where's the costume? Hey, there's no costume until we get to 800 likes on a video. All right, and then you get whatever the heck you want. I'll do it for you guys. Where's my money going today? Hopefully your money is getting protected. Hopefully your money is going up or flat today. Jason, we have weekly meetings if you want to talk about being a bag holder. Andy Cole of Mighty Soldiers Trades conducts those. Look at some GameStop. Man, I'll tell you what. So you guys know you know, I mean, I was actually just watching last night before I went to bed. I was watching some of what's the gentleman's name? The DFV guy who had the original fundamental thesis on GameStop. Why am I'm like, I haven't had enough coffee today, guys. I should totally know this. But it's deep fucking value on Reddit. Roaring Kitty. I was watching some of the like older Roaring Kitty videos as I fell asleep last night. So this is kind of cool. So something interesting here, guys. This is a cool thing right now. Yeah, Keith Gill. Thank you, Anna. Roaring Kitty. So while we're looking at GME, just notice that these blue lines that I have here, I'm going to close everything else except for those. Whoa, whoops, I messed up. So I have my this is my Bollinger or Bollinger, if you're a hoity-toity band technical indicator, which most charting tools will have on any brokerage. Interesting way to use this is the volatility squeeze approach. So it cycles between periods of volatility where these bands expand and then they contract when volatility tightens. And a lot of folks that are into the Bollinger Band thing, as I am, look at periods of tightening volatility as potential entry points because they are usually followed by an expansion in volatility. And if the overall trend seems bullish, which in this case, the middle line on the Bollinger Band is this 21-day moving. We bounced off of this, and as you guys know, we've got a lot of fundamental and just like external factors behind this. Fundamental maybe wasn't the right phrase to use. We have a lot of retail buying power on this. We have market structure edge is probably the best way to put this behind the GameStop. So staying healthily above this 20 day and riding this upper side of this Bollinger Band, highly bullish. Highly bullish. It's really oversold though. So this is not a time for me to enter, is what I would say. I would say we blow off some steam on RSI, blow off some steam, and then wait for RSI to get low, maybe to oversold territory. But who knows? This stock doesn't behave like other stocks. It's built differently. It is built differently. So there are people that trade this like Matt As, Max Matt As. You can find him on Twitter. Who's been trading GameStop and killing it. DM desktop metal, please. Okay. All right, guys. What other tickers do you want to look at? That's GameStop. My take on GameStop is that I'd love to join in on the fun, but I think it's really oversold right now. So now's probably not the best time for me. XOM. So you guys know, I mentioned it yesterday. I also tweeted it. I exited my oil positions. XOM has been the reigning champion among them. But we see pretty much a full resolution of our double bottom. So I'm just going to redraw that really quick. And then I'm going to use my ruler tool. And let me know if you want me to expand the screen. Happy to do that. Use my ruler tool. Whoops, let's go. So, okay. I got a diamond emoji for XOM. Here's my take. If you want to go diamonds, you want to go diamond hands on XOM, if you believe there are very, very smart people that really, really know technical analysis, JC Pratt's above them, that will tell you that crude oil has some room to go. It's just how it is. We're in a cycle, a rotation into value, and crude oil is among the sectors that is showing significant strength. We are on this upward trend. We are riding the upper line on our Bollinger Band. Our price target, $73. $73. So room to go in XOM, but something to just think about is that you're going to hit resistance around 64. Because there's such a long period of value arguments between the bulls and the bears. What's this thing worth? What's this thing worth? Just consolidation. And a way to visualize that is with the volume profile tool, which I'll pull up now. And the volume profile just shows that the most trading occurred right about at this level, which is $66. So what I would expect is for you to hit some form of resistance around 66. But then if you break through that, put your bullhorns on. All right, guys, we are 3 minutes out. Producer AB, you want to hit that intro, baby? Baby boy?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome into the open. We get technical. You should have investments in long-term growth. Hey guys, I'm Neil Hamilton. This is Get Technical with Neil, and I am very happy. It's Wednesday. We're in a very interesting area with tech, with QQQ. Of course, the Dow Jones index is leading us. It has been quite strong relatively to SPY and QQQ for a while. But all eyes are on NASDAQ. All eyes are on the tech stocks right now. Can they break the 50-day? Can they break the 21-day or 20-day? I hope to answer those questions. Those are the things that really matter to me to let me know if I should put on my bullhorns or if I should just stay back for a little bit. So let's talk about that today. Of course, thank you as always to producer AB, Aaron Bree, for being with us today. I want you guys to stay around until 10 a.m. Or if you're watching us on YouTube for the next 30 minutes, we're going to have a guest lesson with Trading Grounds Brad, or as I like to refer to him in our D&D group, Brad the Bearded. The man is fantastic. Very accessible approach to trading with options. All right. So works for small accounts, works for large accounts. Very accessible. The guy has a great Discord. All right, guys. And just a little reminder, guys, if we get this video to 250 likes, the person that calls out 250 exclamation first in comment in the chat, wherever you are, I will see it. The first person to do this will get $120 worth of free swag from the Benzinga swag store. That's clothing and really cool hats, stickers. I think I made a shaker so you can shake up your little energy drink. For some reason, Aaron thinks that I shouldn't be on the screen right now. I'm revolting against Aaron. It's just me and you guys. All right. Let's talk about this. All right. What do you guys want to talk about today? I got a little cup and handle pick that I'm going to pull up in a second. Actually, let's look at it because it's moving. It's moving, guys. Not tremendously, but let's take a look. This is CADE. This is a bank stock. Guys, say what you want. Banks are showing sector strength. That's all there is to it. Financials in general are showing sector strength. So I'm just giving you my pick of the day to get us started because I want you to have it before things get all cray. We've got our typical, traditional, safe cup and handle pattern for an entry on what looks like a nice bullish trend. As you guys know, everyone that's an OG on the show, all the old heads already know. But for everyone that's new, we like bullish continuation patterns for entries. I'm going to draw this because that will show up later. And the first thing that you need for a bullish continuation pattern, number one, is you need an upward trend, which we have here. We got a nice one. Real nice upward trend, huh? Get my paintbrush tool. Leading into this real strong. And then I'm going to show you another thing. Let me pull up my golden cross tool. So we can see, let me double check on this because sometimes I sound dumb when I get this wrong. Yep. So when the yellow line here is my 50-day moving average. And the red line is my 200-day moving average. When the 50-day crosses above the 200-day, many folks use that as a bullish indicator of an upward trend that's about to happen. And damn, wouldn't you be happy if you would have gotten in at this point? I know I would have. But the great thing about it is we've got another entry point on this awesome trend showing itself. It's a cup and handle, guys, on CADE. We've got our pivot on January 14th at around $21.41. We've got our low point of the cup around $17.70. We've got our second pivot at $22 and our handle forming right here. Entry, conservative entry, is going to be a break above, what is that, 22 bucks, 22.50. But you can get more aggressive. You can absolutely get more aggressive, and I just might do that today. The thing is, I can't really trade while I'm doing this with you guys. I'm just going to draw a line right here. You can get a little more aggressive. Just keep your stops tight. 7%. 7%, guys. Below your entry point, or below the breakout point. Wait, is Luke here? Luke, if you're guys, let me get an amen. If you're tired of people showing up in chats, commenting on YouTube videos, and not being helpful, let me get an amen. If you're tired of those keyboard warriors just clogging up the conversation with nonsense, let me get an amen in the chat. If you think hot stocks, whatever that means, Luke Jacoby should join the live stream if he's got something to say. All right, let's get in. Amen. All right, back to my chart. So I was looking at CADE. Let's see if Hot Stocks Luke's got the cojones. So yeah, just looking for a break above $22. Upside potential on this. Whoops. Here, let me do the thing where I use a line. It's a lot easier that way. Price target for this trade following entry is about 21.5%. Pretty good. Yeah, I threw the gauntlet down, Luke. What are you going to do now? 21%. So that's continuation on the train. That's a short-term trade, swing trade, hoping for about a 21% gain, getting us up to about $27 and some change. I would exit the trade a little bit before that, though, because people will start selling and it'll push down the price. So, okay, guys, I want to ask you guys right now. We're only 5 minutes into the show. Usually, we don't make time as well as this because I talk too much. So let me know. Do you guys want to talk about tech stocks? Do you have any picks you want to talk about? Do you want to touch back on some previous picks? I see VET is still doing its thing, even though I got out. So that's whatever. It's like getting out of a bad breakup, and then she starts like dating a bodybuilder who has a ponytail. Like, fine, that's cool. Whatever. I'm sure they're cool. I'm sure they don't play guitar. So Oxy, that's a good question. So we talked about Oxy. If you guys have been watching the show for a while, we picked OXY a little while back on a double bottom. This is not unlike you can see all my old notation here. I was going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to close this stuff. We liked it on a double bottom. It was showing strength with the other oil stocks. It looks like my exit was really nice. I exited right around the top here. So the question is it entering a period of consolidation? It would seem that way simply because, well, here we've got an important level. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out when we're looking at what might be important levels. We need to look at the whole history of the chart. Whoops. So for OXY, why have I drawn this? So I have that long purple line. So this is previous support here. Yep, and it's also where it gapped down here. So I'm going to draw a line for you guys. Yeah, I know. I always make fun of people that have ponytails because I'm actually jealous. I'm working on mine. Just keep it back here because I don't want to intimidate people. So this level is important. It was previous support here in January of 2007. 2007, that's the year that producer AB was born. And then we've got support here in 2008. And then coming back to much more recently, this was the level that we gapped down from March 2nd, 2020. So looking at where we are today, there is a chance, just looking at the veracity of this candle. What I will say is this candle, if this candle were larger than the previous candle, I would say watch out for this. This is your support level. We might establish a new level of consolidation, but the price history tells me that consolidation is going to have a pretty large swing low. So really, like, let me just go by the textbook. I always get real dumb when I don't go by the textbook. So because this price has memory, and this was a support level in the past, the swing lows on OXY in all likelihood will probably look something like this for consolidation. And it's at that point that you're going to look for your bull flag, right? Yeah, and so just a reminder, Aaron doesn't get to eat. He doesn't get to eat. It's amazing how much control I have over Aaron's life at Benzinga, but he doesn't get to eat unless we get to 250 likes. So there's that will be on your conscience, as well as, you know, if we get to 250 likes, first person to call out 250 likes exclamation in chat, give you $120 worth of free stuff. Where do you see this? I'm not sure what you mean, Lauren. Okay, so that's that's Oxy, guys. It's pretty similar. Yeah, James says, Neil, if you were to dread your ponytail, you would have a real rat tail. That is the next. That's like Super Saiyan. So my intent is to, if the string keeps rolling, is to get a normal ponytail. And then I'm gonna send like a challenge letter to the Nigerian brothers, and to Ross Cameron from Warrior Trading, just to let them know there's a new ponytail on the block. So watch it out. So watch your fucking ass. And then, you know, once I send past that, I'll dread it or whatever. So that's what you do. Okay, so what else are we interested in, guys? Did we hit 250 likes? You can't just say 250 likes if we didn't actually get it. Yeah, I don't go into ponytails without a plan. It's all about, you got to be disciplined with this kind of thing. All right, let's look at Beam, BEEM. What do they do? Is it something with lasers? That'd be cool. Utilities, electric utilities, solar power. Okay, so solar power has gotten beat up just a little bit of late. We've got clear support. Clear support. So let me just turn on my 50. So look at this. The 50-day is one that I'm learning to just to have on like all the time. This is I'm looking at actually I'm looking at weeks. Might be. This thing has crossed well below its 50-day. But we've got clear support right here. So about the 26 level, and it looks like it's bouncing. So with Beam, here's what you're looking for. We've got earnings on April 5th. If you know something about the stock that I don't know, that's on the fundamental side, yuck, fundamentals. you know, you can build that into your thesis, and you probably should. It would behoove you to be both a fundamental and technical trader / investor. But we're gonna have, so prior support becomes new resistance, trying to find some meaningful levels like right here. See how it dipped down, and this is also where this little gap happened. So we've got another level that matters, right? Yeah. So what I would be looking for is something. Not what I'd be looking for. What I would expect with this is a period of consolidation within this trading range. So it'd be a sideways channel, and then hopefully, if you're bullish, earnings allows it to break out of this. And if you see a break out of that, you're looking at a bullish reversal pattern, actually. So I'm going to add this to the watch list. Thanks for Beam. Let's add this to the watch list, and let's watch it for next few days here. So this is, oh shit, that's a little ways out, isn't it? Hey, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to forget about this stock. So if you remind me, we can come back to it. But I for sure will forget about it by April 5th when earnings occur. But what you're really hoping for is sideways consolidation to form a reversal pattern to allow you to return to this level, right? And then so your entry would be a close above 48. And if once you see that the close above that, you'd be looking for the bulls to come in and get you up to the looks like the $70 handle. Just a reminder, folks, this is not an investment advice. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm a complete idiot. Ask my parents. If there is anything that I'm doing that looks attractive to you that you think you might want to incorporate into your own trading and investments that you're doing with real money or even paper money, like fake money, do your own due diligence before you make any investing and trading decisions. Do not do them based on what some Yahoo who's obsessed with ponytails on the Benzinga live stream says. Joel, get him, Joel. All right. So what do we want to look at next? That's Beam. Anything else interesting going on? I got a high type flag that I'm interested in. You guys know I did the video that's like, I had the clickbait title. You know, I like the clickbait. I had the clickbait title that it was like extremely rare pattern with 100% upside. Got a lot of views on that video, guys. All right. Still looking at this like a high type flag. My concern, though, actually, no, we're still in high type flag territory, baby. I love the stock right now. Loving NMM. What I want this thing to do, what I want this darn stock to do, is stop moving its earnings dates out. Every time that I think like it's messing up my trades, every time I think it's time for the earnings pop, they move this little red dot on me. So NMM, if you're listening, what gives? Stop it. Daddy needs a new set of black t-shirts. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at, you guys gave me a lot. At DraftKings every day. Is sports betting going to be like, it's like a super sector? Give me a 1 in chat if you think sports betting is going to be the next. I don't know what to compare it to. I don't even know what to compare it to. The next, like Adobe. Is DraftKings going to be the next like major tech stock? Is this going to be one where I'm going to kick myself for not getting in at $12? Everyone says 1. All right. So betting on soccer is global. True. All right, whatever, guys. We'll look at it. DraftKings, I mean, it's on a nice trend, guys. So this is where we look at trading in a channel. So I'm going to start this. That when we're trading in a channel, we want to find the swing lows and the swing highs that we have over a period of time where we're getting higher highs and higher lows, so that we can trade during an uptrend. You can also just be generally long and hold a long position if you want to just own DraftKings, rainy or sunny weather for a long period of time, something like 3 to 5 to 10 years, whatever. This could be the thing where you're in a newspaper clipping and it's like, you won't believe my golf swing and that I got into DraftKings at $4. That this could be that stock. But anyways, this is just drawing a channel. So the first thing you do is you find the beginning of the trend with your parallel channel tool. And then you find another point in the trend. And you can see that it's lining up. So what we have is, thank you, Aaron. So you can see that we have sloping support. Always start your lines. Yeah, sorry guys. About not showing the chart. Always draw your lines on the right side of the price action. All right. Don't FOMO me with GME. Guys, this is a lesson that I've been learning, which is focus on your stocks, focus on what you're already set up for. If you're scrambling to get into something because someone shouted, holy shit, hey, Dale, GameStop is doing a thing, and you don't have a setup in mind and you're just going to buy it, or you're just going to, get options or whatever, you're not setting yourself up for success. You're setting yourself up for a completely unpredictable outcome. So we like to live in the realm. We should be living in the realm where we have predictable outcomes. So we have a confidence level that, there's a good chance that X might happen. So I'm still drawing my channel on this. I'm focusing on DraftKings. Don't tease me with those FOMO stocks. And we can see that we're in this channel. I like that we're continuing in this. I like another thing, which is we broke above this, sold off. This was following an earnings catalyst, and then stayed in the channel. We kept with the trend after a big sale. So it looks like we're still trading in this. I'm perfectly comfortable with long DraftKings. I think, if this is in your long-term holdings, kudos to you. There is a sports betting ETF. I believe it's BETZ. If you want a more diversified exposure to DraftKings, but it is doing a thing. So let's look at it on the short term here. And very simply, the thing that it's doing right now, like if you're just looking at it trading in a channel, is that it touched the lower sloping support line, and now it's bouncing to its first price target, which is going to be the middle line, and then it's past that, so then your second price target becomes the upper line. That's a very simple way to look at it. So as long as it is holding this bottom line as its sloping support levels, you can reasonably just trade it up and down within this. Now, if we want to look at it in an hourly chart and look for some sort of pattern or some other indicator, let me move this 50-day out of here to not confuse us. You can draw shorter time frame channels within your channel to get an idea of what's going on. So, I mean, you can reasonably, I don't know, I think you would have to go even shorter time frame to see anything really interesting with this. You can see right here. I'm going to draw another channel and show you what I mean. So starting at the beginning of the trend and then another low point to a swing high. And you could have traded it just like this. And that's what's happening right now. We just had a very strong candle. Not sure what it is. But it's within this. So you can see that we got to the midline. Price target was the top of our channel. So you might get a little sell-off here. Not sure. This is the 30-minute chart. If it's going to stay within in this trend, or it might break out and you might have to redraw your support lines. Does that make sense? Was that helpful? Let me know if this parallel channel thing was helpful. Excuse me, for DraftKings. Just give me a 1 if it helped. NMM, let me check in my baby. Okay, I'm going to look at GME because you guys are really in my head right now. Oof. All right. That's enough GME for right now. Okay, thanks, guys. So Daniel says that he might see a reverse head and shoulders, which we love to see, but it's on the 15-minute chart. So what I will say is with reversal patterns, longer time frames have a higher likelihood of being meaningful. Xenon or Laura or Lauren, I'm sorry if I've forgotten your name, keeps this. That's like the third time you said 250 likes. Are you just spamming it until you get to it? Because you want the free Get Technical hat and mug with the little rats with the cheese on it. All right, let's look at SIRC. Yeah, no, Daniel, I hear you. I posted your little thing on the thing. Oh, solar. Okay. All right, and you want me to look at the 15-minute? So, okay. Let's do something really quick. This was resistance in the past. It is now support. Look at it. It's so beautiful. The very basics of technical analysis. It's great when it works. So this was resistance. We broke out of that resistance. Like, hell yeah. Congrats if you're in that. It is now support on the daily. So you want me to look at 15-minute, which I don't have on my quick thing. And you're seeing a reverse head and shoulders potentially, which I'm assuming is like this. So I think what you're talking about is probably shoulder, head, shoulder. Let's stretch it out. When you're going to shorter time frames, you really have to stretch out your prices vertically. Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. Daniel. Indeed. So when you're looking at a head and shoulder, you want to find the neckline, and I'm usually more conservative with my neckline. So I go to whichever one is further away from my head on the head and shoulders, which is the absolute reversal point. And then you're setting your price target based on the head plus the neckline, which guys, can you believe it? Look at this. So the price target based on the head and shoulders, which is the base added to the neckline. So the depth of the base added to the neckline is right about where the real body of this candle is. Look at that. Look at that. Nice call out, Daniel. That was a very good example of a head and shoulders reversal pattern. Well, the head and shoulders is already resolved. So you've already hit your price target. But since it is the nature of a reversal pattern means that we are changing trend. So we're in a downward trend, and now we're in an upward trend. So if you're setting price targets based on something a bit larger, which you could reasonably do, I'm hesitant to do this because this stock is so cheap. Yeah, I'm not going to do what I was about to do, which I was going to set a price target based on the depth of this whole bottom. But I don't want to do that because the stock is too cheap, which means it can be highly volatile and form a bunch of patterns in the meantime. So what I would do with this is just keep trading it within a channel and find an exponential moving average that matters to it. So right now I have the EMA 10. So we're looking at the 15 minutes. So this is every 15-minute bar, the EMA 10. So let's go ahead and change that up. So we can, I want to get it to a point where support is bouncing off of it. So let's go ahead and try 20. 20 is not bad. Let's try 21. Whoops. Whoa, holy smokes. That's a new thing. 21's not bad. This is something you got to figure out with your stocks. Which technical indicators does your stock play with? Different stocks work well with different indicators. And once you find those, you can stay with those stocks, or you can just try different stocks and always kind of tweak which indicators work for you. But you can see, like, within the realm of, you know, it's not bad, that the 21 EMA exponential moving average is serving as some type of sloping support here, which is looking pretty darn nice. So what you can do is time an entry at a touch on the 21 EMA, but definitely wait to see that it's actually bouncing up before you're doing any type of entry. The next thing you can do is the thing that we just did, which is get your little channel tool. Support, swing high, and that's a channel that we're in. We've broken above it, so we'll want to see if we're establishing a different slope on our trend. Price target, really tough to say, man. Really tough to say, my friend. It looks like it really wants to get to this $1.2 too. But man, that's a really small stock. I usually don't trade those. Oh, way to go. Way to go, Daniel. Entered at 25 cents in December. Legend. Legend. What does the head and shoulders mean? Michael asks. So let's talk about head and shoulders. So there are patterns that show up that people, the most common patterns that you see are continuation patterns. So everything that we're talking about on the show in terms of patterns is either a continuation of a trend or a reversal of a trend. This is all about what's happening with the trends. So what we just established with SIRC is that we had a downward trend, and then that trend changed direction. And Daniel here in chat timed that reversal by noticing that there was a pattern formed, and that pattern is the head and shoulders. The head and shoulders very simply is what it sounds like, which is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So let's look at some examples from Google Images. Let's see. So we'll do a head and shoulders bottom to stay on topic. So what you see with a head and shoulders bottom is we get to a low point where bulls want to buy in and say, this is the price of value where I think that this stock should be. They buy in, and then they get a little bit of movement on the stock, but it doesn't get back up. Maybe I should make this image. Can you see this? The bulls buy in right here, hoping to move the stock up higher, but it does not reach the previous high. So they get shook out. They get shook out and sell. And that pushes us down even lower. And then now the bulls are saying, this is a better price. I think this is as low as we should go. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to buy at this price. And we can get some nice bullish candles, nice green candles, or however you have your chart set up, taking us back up to a similar level as before. But then we get shook out and they say, damn it, I'm selling out of this. And then we do the same thing again. And typically it's at that previous point of value, which is the left shoulder. And when we see this formation where it's a spike down, bigger spike down, and then same spike down as the previous one, we're starting to look like a head and shoulders, which is a reversal, which means the downward trend will become an upward trend. And then the cool thing about this and pretty much every reversal pattern is that it works with reversing uptrends as well. I'm trying to find one that's kind of clean. I know this quality sucks, but oh, here you go. This is not bad. That's the same thing here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And then the neckline is where these 2 points both pivot. That's going to be your resistance line for the breakout to the other direction. Okay, so that's enough Google Images for now. We're at 10 a.m., guys. Aaron, did you send a link to Brad?
I can do that right now. I thought for some reason I thought you had, because I didn't even know. Let me do that right now. I can call him. Actually, I have a cell phone number.
Okay, so Brad, sorry about that. If you're here,
that's on producer AB. I'll put that one on me.
My bad, dude. That's on both of us. Thanks, man. All right. So while producer AB is getting our guest for our guest lesson, which is supposed to be right now, we can look at something else. Givo, we can look at VET. Stop teasing me with the 5%. NMM being dumb. It's green though. I want to look. Can I look at QQQ really quick, guys? Just take a look. The paintbrush tool. Hey now. Here's what I got to say about QQQ, my friend. We want to cross this. Oh wait, no, that's not the line. Okay, so we got a little ways to go. I want to see us cross this 50-day before I'm feeling like something's going to happen with QQQ. Right now, just looks like an established downward trend, my friend. Boop, boop, boop. That's where I think we are with QQQ. QQQ, head and shoulders, reversal. Shout out to the person in chat who asked about it. Head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Hey now. All right. So what did I want to look at? GEVO, GEVO. I feel like you've asked about that a few times, my friend. Yeah, GEVO. This is chemicals, biofuels. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of weird. It looks like a tech stock on the chart, but is supposed to be in energy. So kind of odd.
Hey, Neil, it's producer AB. I just want to let you know we do have Brad in the chat now.
Okay, thank you, producer AB. Let's go ahead and let's bring him on. Let's bring on Brad from tradinggrounds.live.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is that
I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a good mood.
Woke up early, huh? Feeling good.
So ironically, I woke up at like 4 a.m. with a horrible migraine. I get migraines a couple times a month. And this morning I had one, but now like it's kind of gone away. And so I'm on the other side of it. But I had a couple of calls that worked out pretty good for me. So I'm pretty excited.
Okay. Good. That's the best medicine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to hear it, man. Good to hear it. Was that the youngin in the background we heard for a moment?
Probably. Yeah. He's so my office is in the basement, and he has a little pack and play right next to me. So that's probably what you'll pick up on in the background. I apologize if I'm lagging a little bit. I'm trying to get everything to catch back up.
Everything seems pretty normal right now.
Okay.
You've been dubbed Gandalf by Max P. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
I'm fine. I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too. Okay, so guys, we've got plenty of OGs in here, but there's some new folks here. Brad, would you mind sort of introducing yourself and telling folks what your approach to trading is?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Brad. I am from Northeast Ohio, married, one child, and I am one child as of 5 months ago tomorrow. He'll be 5 months. It's crazy to think he's already, it's just nuts. I am let's see here. I'm a full-time trader. That's one of the things that I do. I do like content creation and social media management, web design, all of that stuff. But over the last year now, I've transitioned more into just focusing on trading. So I get to work from home and do all that. I'm primarily an options trader, and the more that I trade, the more that I realize like that's what I'm comfortable with, and that's what I enjoy trading. I can look through records of trading and I can see where I had bad runs of trades and I was down a lot, and it's because I left my strategy because whatever reason. But primarily I trade options. That's what I enjoy to trade. I'm trying, I'm a moving average guy, as we've talked about before. I trade a moving average strategy. But yeah, I'm a big fan of trading. I'm one of those guys I'm in front of my computer from sun up to sundown. I trade all day, every day. I enjoy it. I love teaching people to trade. It's just a big part of my life.
Well, you are in the right place, my friend. I was hoping that you could show us some of the stocks that you're watching today or this week, and just sort of walk us through your thinking on how you might trade options on them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let me. I'll pull up. NNDM is something I always mention. So I've really changed the way that I do trading over the last couple of months. I run scans and things like that, but I'm trying to get more into having a pool of stocks that I trade from. And so these are, what I watch. I'm familiar with how they move and things like that. So that's one of the stocks that I trade a lot in is NNDM. I'm going to pull that up right now.
Do you make sure you do the little screen share thing in StreamYard?
Got it. I'm trying to learn this program.
It's a good platform.
Guys.
I like it. Yeah. So Brad, you're echoing something that I've been trying to do actually myself. I don't trade like really frequently enough to focus in on it, but it is something I'm bringing in as a theme on the show, is having a batch of stocks that you're watching all the time, so you can familiarize yourself with their behavior and better predict the outcomes for your setups.
I'm scattered brained enough to begin with, so trying to like keep up with thousands of tickers and thinking that I have to trade every single one of them makes it even worse. And so some of the people that I watch on YouTube or I read stuff from them, a lot of the consistent things that they do is they trade from a pool of stocks. So I have like watch lists of like 50 to 60 tickers that I've traded hundreds of times, and I know what they do and I'm familiar with them. And so I've just sort of like organized my trading to focus in on that. Now, like I said, I run some scans and things like that. I'll play, breakouts, or I'll trade, like I said, moving average strategies, pullbacks, things like that. But for the most part, I'm trading pretty consistently, like from a group of stocks. NNDM is one that I've been trading now since probably like June of last year, pretty consistently. I've now gotten into just flipping contracts. What I mean by flipping contracts is I'm trading normally either same day or within 24 hours. So like, for example, today's I had a ton of the $10 and $12.50 calls that were expiring next Friday. I bought them yesterday early in the day, and I held them overnight because it finished on a strong note. But just to kind of give you an idea of where I'm on an indicator, right about here is where you can see the two. Let me get a little bit closer.
This is 21 and 8.
21 and 8. Yeah. Now this is the 10-minute. So I was a 5-minute, but I'm trying to go to the 10-minute because it's given like it's a little bit more. It's not as noisy, I think. I was like a 3-minute trader, and then I moved to the 5-minute, and now I'm kind of incorporating the 10-minute. But for this one right here, you can see the green line touching the white is the green is the 8-day, the white is the 21. That's an entry for me. And so as you can see, that's where my entry would have been, was right there. And then it was all the way until just about right here. So that was, those handful of calls that I had were pretty good. I also, as you can see, I have a couple indicators down here on the bottom. I have the squeezed momentum indicator. I have a MACD. I don't really know why I have the MACD on there. It's just sort of there so people don't, yell at me for not using the MACD, I think.
Call you a poser.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I have the stochastic RSI. But to be honest, like my main entry is on the moving averages. If I can get an entry signal on the 821 or an exit signal on the 21.8, because it goes the opposite, that's pretty much what I'm in. And then I have the 200 here, which is just sort of giving me an overall trend. I use these indicators as a sense of like an additional confirmation, because sometimes the moving average crossover is not always as it can give you some false signals, but for the most part, from what I do back testing and stuff on the weekends, or if I do, if I look through my trades, my journals and stuff like that, it's pretty consistent. And so that's what I'm doing now on a stock, is when the 8 crosses up on the 21, that's one that that's a signal for me to enter. So that again, I have a, let me pull up, or you don't have to pull up. I have a watch list that I run on one of my scans that will let me know if one of the tickers is nearing one of the moving averages, and so I can see pretty much right away if one of those tickers is approaching. So like, let me I'm gonna share another screen if you don't mind.
Yeah. Is everyone following what Brad's talking about? It's got he's on a 10-minute chart. He's looking at NNDM, and he's got the 8. Was it 8 and 21?
8 and 21, yeah.
8 and 21 exponential moving averages, and he's looking for crosses for entries and exit.
Okay, I have a signal on my watch list that what I will do is it is just like a real high level overview of relative strength, if it's below the EMAs that I'm following or if it's above the EMAs that I'm following. And so I can just look real quick at, am I on there real quick? I thought I shared it.
Wait, hold on.
There we go. So this is another one of the platforms I use, just so everybody knows, because they're the first platform that I use is TradingView, and then this platform is TC2000. This is my other platform that I use for charting and scanning. I don't use what's it called? I don't. I used Thinkorswim for a while, but I moved on from that, and I just use TradingView and TC2000. So these green dots, red dots, check marks over here. This is on my top 50. I have a, I pull the top 50 overall stocks ranked by relative strength and some other fundamentals. But just to give you kind of an example on this, this tells me right here that this stock is below the 21 EMA. And you can see right here that it's actually starting to go. This would be a signal for me. The 21 is the orange, and so now it has, this is going to be a late signal because I'm on, hold on a second, there we go, right time frame. This is going to be a way that I can look at Thomas does trade. He's 5 months now, and he's spent I don't even know how many hours in front of my computer. Yeah, it's either he's either gonna be loving computers or he's going to absolutely hate computers because he spends so much time. But the these little signals right here just allow me to see real quickly that these stocks are performing above or below a moving average. And then what I can do is I can go into my bigger chart. And then I can pick out the individual, so like apps, for example. This is a ARC stock that I've been following for a while. And so as you can see right here, the green cross, the white.
We're not sharing. Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, good. I got you.
Perfect. So this is apps. This is another one of the big ARC stocks that I've been following. Mm-hmm. This is a good signal right here. So the green crossing up the one at, what is that, about 72.30-ish. And then it's now at 81. So that's, I mean, a really strong indicator of an entry right there, with it also being, if you'd like confirmation, you can see on the stochastic.
Hold on. I lost you for a second. Can you, because I was thinking about another thing. Someone asked, he enters when the 8 crosses the 21. Yes. And exits when the 8 crosses down over the 21 again.
Correct.
So that's the answer to the question we got in chat. Now, were you saying that there's an entry now around 81?
No, I was showing, like, for example, on apps, like if you would have went back for the original signal. So here, when the green crosses up above the white, that would have been your entry signal at around 72, 73. And you would have actually rode this all the way until now. And it's run till we're up to almost about $82 right now. That's a pretty strong trade. With something like this, I would have, that's a good confirmation of an entry as well. But the best thing I think to do on the moving averages is to look at charts over the weekends and do like replays, turn off all the indicators except for the 200 MA and then the 21 EMA and the 8 EMA. Now, those are that's the days that I like. There's a lot of people that use like the like Ripster. He uses the 5 and the 13, and he uses the 3550, I think, something like that, with his clouds. That's what works for him. I like the 821. I at one point used like the 15 and the I mean, there's so many different combinations that you could use. But the best thing you need to do is just to put yourself in front of charts and to look and see, okay, yes, like for example, this right here on this app signal, this 821, that's a confirmation for me. That works. And it also, you can see that the stock has rode the 8 the whole way, and it's working out pretty good.
What is your son's name? I'm sorry.
Thomas.
Thomas. Okay.
Yeah.
Thomas agrees.
He does agree. Yeah, he does. It's funny because like he fell asleep. He's really in this weird stage right now that he just like he takes after me. I don't sleep at all. I sleep like 4 hours a day, and so like he's now like doing the same thing where he's just not sleeping. Hold on. Do you care if I grab him real quick?
Go for it, man.
Okay,
Go for
hold
it.
on.
And while you're doing that, so he was just saying that he likes to over the weekend do a little research with and this is a good distinction too to point out. I would recommend, guys, if you're watching now or if you're watching the recording on YouTube, just screen cap the top left or write down what you see on the top left of this chart. If you want to try to trade like Brad, you can see that the very top on the top left underneath where it says the name of the company is the moving average 200. So it's a regular moving average 200. And then the next two moving averages are exponential. And you'll see this with pretty much every educator on the show. The shorter time frequencies, the tighter time frequencies for moving averages are the ones that we use exponential on for faster indication. And then the longer ones are the ones we usually use normal moving average on. And look who we got. We got someone in chat called him Simba. That quieted him right down. Hi, Thomas.
Say, hey, everybody. So he just likes to be like held. Like he just hangs out. Like he'll sit like here with me all day long and he's fine. But like if I put him down and he just doesn't like to be, he just likes to hang out. He's spoiled already. Because like I said, I'm home 24 hours a day. And so like we just hang out all the time. And so he's gotten used to just hanging out all the time. So
that's good. He's going to be a real chill bro later down the road.
Yeah, he is.
Always down for a good hangout session.
Yeah.
Well, great, man. I think that the level of detail that you went in here was just about perfect. So I want to go ahead and punctuate the lesson, and just say, Brad, if you could just summarize. So you were looking at 10-minute, and then you talked about what you like to do on the weekend.
Yep.
So could you summarize your moving average approach for 10-minute for us?
Yep. So on the 10-minute gives me a little bit less noise. Again, this is what works for me. Test it. If it doesn't work for you, perfectly fine. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong. Like if you just don't like it, that's fine. That's just what works for me. So on the weekends, what I will do is for stocks that I am running scans on, or if they're on a watch list or somebody mentions, I throw them on through one of my charts and I back test from the beginning of, let's say like Wednesday or something, and I'll just run, I'll run the chart through, and I'll watch where that moving average crosses over up and down, and then I'll mark like, okay, that would have been an entry for me. Did it work? And then I can see like, all right, so if I'm on the 5-minute chart and it gave me a false signal, let me move to the 10 minutes. And then if on the 10 minutes, I see that it gave me a confirmation, I'll know now like 10-minute chart is a little bit more accurate than the 5-minute chart. Then I'll see like maybe, for example, if there's a stock that I'm playing that has a little bit less volume, I'll run the 1-hour chart, and then that'll give me an entry signal. But it's just all about doing homework. That's something that I try to teach all of like any new trader or anybody that I'm working with is like on the weekends, I work just as hard, if not harder, to prepare for Monday morning, because you want to set yourself up on Monday morning, Tuesday morning, all the mornings to just sit down and trade and not have to worry about like, okay, is my strategy working? What am I going to trade today? What do I need to find? Like you just need to focus on what you are trading and feel confident in what you've done the work on over the weekend.
Beautifully said. Brad, thank you so much for coming on such short notice. I hope your head feels a little bit better, and big congrats on those call options going the right way, man.
Dude, I'm telling like I'll leave it with this. Like I'm not like I just was telling my buddy this morning, like I am in like a whole new like confidence of trading. I feel like I just like hit like a different level. Like I don't know, like it's just been like like these last 2 weeks have just been strangely good. Like I'll just call it like strangely good. So I think I attribute it to being on your platform so much. My level of trading has like reached a whole entire new level, and so I want to just give kudos to you, my friend.
That's the Benzinga touch.
Yes, exactly.
All right, thanks so much, Brad.
You got it, buddy. See you around.
See ya. That is Brad from Trading Grounds .live. Aaron Bree, can we get that can we get that link to Trading Grounds .live in the chat? You can follow Brad on Twitter. I do recommend checking out the man's and his buddies. It's like him and his friends started a free Discord, totally free. Lots of great stuff. I'm in there. Not very active. All right, so don't ask me any questions in there and expect a response, but I'm there. All right, guys. So we've got about math 9 minutes left in the show. Wow, 9 minutes left in the show. Anyone have any rat snacks? I'm looking for some rat snack picks. Anyone have any big bottom reversals? I'd love to see some. Let me know. Brad is the best. I love that guy. Let's look at some charts, huh? Look at some charts. We're at about 10:20, so things are about to. Oh, hey guys! So Brad, definitely check out Brad's Discord. Yes, I know I'm growing like a twin right here. I'm gonna let him grow. I think I'm gonna keep this, and we're gonna grow a twin. I'm gonna have another head sticking out of my head, and it's gonna help me trade better. We like to trade as a group. Trading alone is silly when there's such great communities that you have access to online. Technology allows us to do this, and so do growing a twin out of your face. Discord guys. I want to invite you guys not only to Brad's Discord, which is Trading Grounds. You can find that at tradinggrounds.live. Discord is, of course, the chatting platform where you can chat with other traders. You can share charts, stock ideas, learn from each other, all that kind of stuff. Maintain that connection with your fellow traders and investors. But I want to also invite you to the Benzinga Discord. Right now, it's kind of like it's down here, but we got some folks in there that are helping us build it, so we can get it up to here. And then when you guys join, maybe we get up to here. So I'm going to get you guys the link to that right now. One second. Unless it might be, the link might be in the description. Let me see. So this is for the folks that are watching on YouTube. Although I think it might be on like Facebook and other platforms if you're watching there. Yeah, Benzinga's Discord. I got the link right here. I drop it in chat for everyone. Come on, guys, please join it. Let's get this conversation going. If we get a lot of folks joining, I'll spend more time in there and maybe look at more trading through the day. Love to hang out. And then also, as a reminder, we really, really would love to get to 250 likes. So if you could smash that like, that would be great. That helps this video get more visibility so we can have more people in the chat contributing more trade ideas, and we all benefit from it. So if you like the video, if you like these lessons, go ahead and hit like and join us in Discord. You will find admin Suspect X. It's a very cool X-Men name there. You also find Ryan Faluna at times, and Mark Putrino is a great microcap trader. All right, so what do we want to look at, guys? I want to check back in. Oh God, VET is 7%. 7%. I might get back in this thing. What was the other one I wanted to look at? So we got KAD or CAD. Let me look at that. It looks like we are going to be entering breakout territory. What I will say with breakouts is that once we break above this resistance, which we got a little wick here and it's just teasing us, we want to see that surge in volume. If you don't get a surge in volume, it's not going to get. It's unlikely that it's going to do what you want it to do. CAD, this is the banking stock. If we close above about 22.49, this is on the daily. Let's go ahead and go down to the hourly. Yeah, we got like this is a neutral candle. You guys can probably hardly see it, but there's a very neutral red candle just below our resistance. But we want to see a surge in volume. Otherwise, it's just not going to have that breakout power that we want. All right, so that is CAD. That was my pick of the day. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. I am in it. What else do we want to look at, guys? NMM, check back in on my high tight flag. Playing stupid games. The earnings keeps moving out every single day, so we shall see. And just guys, so I know that we've minted some new OGs in the chat today. So welcome to the Rat Army. If you don't know what that is, I'm sure someone in chat can explain what that is. But the high tight flag pattern follows a 100% upward trend over a rapid period, and then is followed by a tight period of consolidation, not a huge sell-off. which indicates to us that the smart money or the institutional money wants this stock to go higher because they didn't sell off and take profit and exit their positions. So what we were looking for is a 60 to 100% movement above resistance on the stock. So I'm watching NMM. It's a shipping stock, NMM, Navios Maritime Partners, which I believe is based in Greece, for a pop on earnings, which was this morning? No, they keep changing the date on me. So it could be this afternoon after the close probably. Did I bloody win way? It was Xenon. Where are you from? For dropping the bloody? Are you a Canadian dropping the bloody? I live in Michigan in the U.S. I live in Detroit, Michigan, so I'm not allowed to say bloody, and I would love to. Bloody this and that. I feel like that would really just enhance my life. It'd make me just smarter and better looking if I was able to say that. SHIP, SHIP. Let's take a look. Are you guys still hearing the music? I'm trying to sort this out. Give me a 1 in chat if you're still hearing the music. NYC and London International. We got Pitbull, Mr. International. I know my intent was not to misgender you. I'm just talking about the singer that's super cool and everyone loves him. Cool. That's awesome that you're going back and forth. NYC and London. I'm envious. I would love to do that. All right. What were we looking at? SHIP. Probs. Oh, I already had it open. Same play. No, it's not a high tight flag. It's not the same play. Was that a joke? I don't mean to offend, but this is not a high tight flag. This is a stock that sold off. This is the opposite of what a high tight flag does. This means that the smart money came in, bought the living daylights out of the stock, or some chat rooms. Since it's such a small stock, that means it can be moved by regular retail traders like you and me, and then sold it. So they don't see more upside. They exited their positions. And then the people that are still in their positions are here in consolidation station at this level. Nothing interesting there. And then let's just compare that really quick to what I do. Damn it. Let me go back. SHIP is in consolidation station, and then we compare that to CAD. E. Wait, no, I'm so confused right now. No, it's NMM. My bad. Oh, I'm new. We compare that to NMM, where we had this huge movement up, and then we didn't sell off. So that's where you get that high tight flag. That's sort of the psychology on it, is that folks want to stay in it. Excuse me. Is Aaron getting lunch? Are we feeding Aaron?
I hope so. I'm hungry already.
Did we get to we did get to 250 likes.
Let's go. I get to eat lunch today. Thank you, guys. We do have to wrap up here, though, Neil, because we got Mallard doing a Benzinga Pro demo, which is very, very important. I got to catch that.
All right. I want the second play. All right. Thank you guys very much for tuning in today. This has been Get Technical. Big shout out to the Rat Army in the chat. If you don't know what that is, maybe you'll find out soon when we get another pick. Today we had Brad from TradingGrounds.live. Fantastic educator. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Check out his Discord. Also, give us another like. We hit 250 likes. Yes, we'll give you your prize, but it will take time. Give us a couple days to sort it out. We talked about NMM. We talked about CADE. We talked about Fiverr. We talked about NNDM, nano devices. Some good tickers covered today. Thank you all for contributing your tickers. There were some good picks today. One I'm going to hold on to is Beam. Shout out to whoever gave me Beam. Also, shout out to the sports betting stocks. Looks like that's going to be a new thing. Tacos for Aaron Bree. As always, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm Neil Hamilton. This has been Get Technical. Tune in every day at 9:30 a.m. Or if you want to join the pre-show, which I highly recommend, tune in around 9:10 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks, guys.
Shout out Rat Pack. Shout out Rat Pack.
Shout out.